forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
13 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but it's still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jamal Charles taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. We're back now in KC. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. On second down, here's Taylor. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And he's got some space here. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big gain there on 3rd and long. 37 yards.
It always seems like a lightning bolt when you get a big run on 3rd and inches. But in this case, all the credit has to go to the offensive line. They out-leveraged the defensive front and created a gap for him to get through and create that big-time run.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up. And we'll break that one soon.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. One man in the backfield. That's McCoy. Play clock winding down. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go. Ohio. 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 Ohio.
Time running out here on the play clock. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something big? They've got to be careful.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Here we go. What? 90.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Let's go. What?
Slot man moves right. And now here's a carry heading left. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Carpenter knocks it through, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
This is taken about 7 yards deep, and they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Charles the lone setback. He's back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, Jamal Charles. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So it'll be 1st down here after the run.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by this. There he goes left side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. And on that one with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Here we go. What? Nine. Ohio.
Taylor going to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. 2nd down now after the pass completion. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. He'll look to throw toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
It's a 4-receiver look to the right side. Back to throw. His throw incomplete. D'Anthony Thomas, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Second down here after the incomplete pass. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw. Screen pass to Charles. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Flush to his right, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Finding time. Buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Taylor going to throw it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And, you know, every win is sweet.